We hired Gianni from Freedom Pools to extend our driveway right to the property line, do a walkway all the way to the backyard.
When Paul Poilievre moved his family to a new home in Vaughan, he had a vision.
We wanted to enjoy the yard. I like to host parties, have family over, have barbecues.
He hired Gianni Evangelisti of Freedom Pools last May for what Poilievre says was supposed to be a 2-week landscaping job. But almost a year later, and after paying more than $72,000, the work is nowhere near complete.
I look at this and it's like I'm in disgust as to how it looks and how this has been left. And when I look around and I see so many other companies come and gone and finished jobs, and this is still outstanding, it's such a disappointment.
He says the side and backyard are unfinished, work on a wooden canopy barely started, and the stones the contractor partially laid for the driveway extension are the wrong size and color.
So I was very patient from May until the end of November. After the end of November, I said, okay, well then this is not going to get done. And that's when I started researching and finding out that he's done this to others.
Okay, so here are the pictures of
Ayelet and Michael Kushnerski say they also had a bad experience with Evangelisti. They hired Freedom Pools to install a pool and do interlocking stones in the summer of 2021.
He said it would take between a month to 2 months to complete because the pool was not so big. He would do the landscaping around the pool itself, the vermiculite, the liner, the pumps, the equipment, everything. And halfway around, he just disappeared.
The Kushnerskis say Freedom Pools worked in spurts, but a year and a half later, the couple's kids still couldn't swim in their pool. Eventually, they hired another company to finish the work.
We pay $25,000 to finish it to different group of workers that basically done the job in 2 weeks.
The Kushnerskis recently obtained a default judgment against Evangelisti for $9,000 in small claims court. CBC Toronto spoke to 4 families who say they had a bad experience with Evangelisti's companies, Freedom Pools or JL Landscape and Design. 3 of them say he would start work, then not return for weeks or months at a time, making progress but dragging projects out, then effectively abandoning them. When homeowners demanded money back for unfinished work, they say he wouldn't pay, and in some cases argued the homeowners owed him money. In an email to CBC Toronto, Evangelisti said his clients agree to a payment structure broken into 5 payments as work progresses. He denied taking any funds that were not accounted for, suggesting homeowners are to blame for any delays due to late payments or change requests. The contractor promised to provide documentation to support his side of the story. He didn't. Instead, he went to court seeking to quash this story, arguing the customer complaints are frivolous and vexatious and are not truthful. But that application was dismissed. Evangelisti says he will appeal. This lawyer says homeowners have little recourse other than to sue, but they may not see a dime even if successful.
And then you are stuck with trying to collect money and register liens on the contractor's home or garnish bank accounts, assets. It might be very difficult, and you might not collect anything or very little.
The families CBC spoke to say the experience has been upsetting.
It's caused so much friction, so much stress, so much anxiety, so much sleepless nights for something that should have been so simple.
Ryan Patrick Jones, CBC News, Toronto.